こんにちは。国際文化学科のローランドです。これから国際文化学科の話を英語でしますので、頑張って聞き取ってみてください。自信がない方は字幕を読んでくださいね。10 years from now, after you have graduated and joined society, Japan will be far more globalized than it is today. Even if you work for a Japanese company, it will be impossible to work exclusively with Japanese people. Have you noticed how many non-Japanese people work in everyday locations like convenience stores? This is a sign of a bigger change coming. The world is getting smaller, and Japan will soon need to depend on immigrants as much as all other first world countries do. So, what skills will you need to thrive in a globalized society? People around the world, regardless of their job, religion, culture, or history, have different sets of values. To be successful in a global society, of course, it is necessary to accept and understand these various values. But it is also important to be able to communicate your own values and effectively collaborate with people. The International Culture Department cultivates 3 skills necessary for an international person to survive in this global society: language communication skills, multicultural competence, and problem-solving skills. So, what are language communication skills? In order to live in a global society, people need to understand each other and build trusting relationships. This is easy when you share a culture and a similar worldview with someone, but significantly more challenging when you only share a common language, the global language of English. So the first skill needed for effective cross-cultural communication is the ability to communicate using English. Freshmen in the International Cultural Department have 8 ECA, or English Communication Arts classes, every week. In ECA, students are divided into 4 levels according to their English level, and the 4 essential language skills of reading, listening, speaking, and writing are all studied in balance by all students in our department. Beyond first year, our English Language Enhancement Program, 英語強化 program, teaches English language skills to students one by one in accordance with their goals and objectives, whether they want to become teachers or work in the airline industry or study abroad, to help them acquire useful English skills. The second and third skills we teach are multicultural competence and problem solving. Classes in the International Culture Department are not lecture-based, but interactive. In interactive classes, students collaborate to learn together and exchange opinions on a variety of issues, while respecting the ideas of students with diverse backgrounds. Students learn to think independently by objectively analyzing the logic of arguments and the validity of information. Through these classes, students will develop an open sense of values and cultivate the ability to live in a global society. Of course, many students are not able to have their own opinions and ideas at first. After all, developing your own unique opinion is not something that is required at many high schools. This is why we offer project-based classes in which students think, plan, and do in groups in the Kisozemi Basic Seminar class taken by all first years. By having discussions and brainstorming sessions at each step of the class, students develop not only the basic ability to think this way, but also intercultural understanding, independence, and problem-solving skills. Students will also acquire the ability to think and analyze as time goes by, and will steadily acquire the ability to communicate their own ideas over time. By building English skills for communication, multicultural understanding, and problem-solving skills, graduates from the International Cultural Department will have all the tools they need to compete and thrive in the globalized Japan of the future and in the rest of the world. さあ、いかがでしたか？今、聞き取れなくても大丈夫。英語に自信がなくても大丈夫。国際文化学科は 徹底した少人数教育です。コミュニケーション力、多文化共生力を身につけ、グローバル社会で生き抜く力を養います。See you soon!